Hello, amazing parents. You're welcome to the day 3 of the 21-day screen time challenge. Okay, so today we are looking at identifying your child's current screen time. Now, we want to identify specifically from Monday you have been tracking what is your child's specific current screen time. Okay, so now children, I gave you a statistics and we are going to be working with that. Children less than 2 should have 0 screen time. So I want you to note, if you have a child between the ages of 0 birth to 2 years old, does the child have an existing screen time, and how many hours is that time he or she spends on the screen? Okay, now if your children, they said children between 2 and 5 should not spend more than an hour. If your children are within that age range, how many hours do they spend on the screen currently? Now, so you want to tell us, this is what you're to do. You're going to write down, my child is 3 years old, he spends 1 hour 30 minutes on the screen daily, he spends 30 minutes on the screen daily, he spends 10 minutes on the screen daily, he does not spend any time on the screen. Okay, then you want to also check your school age children. Okay, my child is 8 years old, he spends 4 hours on the screen daily. Another thing you want to do today is to find out your child's peak screen time. When I say peak screen time, is the time that your child is most likely to use the screen. So this is an example. Some children, they come back from school, the next thing they go for is the screen. We saw it in Mr. and Mrs. Justin's children. Some others, on weekends, in the morning when they wake up, the next thing they are thinking of is the screen. Some children, when they finish doing their homework, that's when they go to the screen. That's when they pick up their phone to see something. That's when they on the TV to see something. Some children is in the night. Some children, they can start watching or using the screen from 8 p.m. down to 12. I have one time a parent came reporting to me that she's worried, and the cause of her worry is her 5-year-old child who uses the screen. She watches videos down to 1 a.m. and whenever she tries to take it away, the girl will cry and cry and cry and throw tantrums, and so she was becoming disturbed. Okay, so she came to me and I was okay, let's find what to do. So this is why it is important. You need to note down the peak screen time, your children's peak screen time. When are they likely to use screen? Do they use screen into late in the night? Do they just come back from school and start using the screen? Or do they use just using the screen randomly? Or do they have specific time of the day when they use screen? So today's task is very short. Okay, so just take note of this thing. You write their age, and then you write the specific screen time they use. My child is 2 years old, he uses one hour of screen every day. My child is 3 years old, he uses 2 hours of screen every day. So you pay attention. Okay, let me help you. You can, if you have grown-up children, you can tell, when you come back, tell them that, ask them, around what time did people start watching cartoon today, or did they start using your phone? They will tell you. Okay, when did you stop? They will tell you. Or if you are home, observe them by yourself. So don't tell them before you start. Observe them by yourself. If you are not at home and you have a grown-up at home, you can also tell them to help you. Okay, so because ignorance of how much screen time your children use will not help you. You will not be able to effect any change if you don't even, if you don't know the sickness that is disturbing someone. How can you administer treatment? This is why we want to find out. And look at, they said children, the research we saw earlier, that children between the ages of 8 and 12 are spending 4 to 6 hours on the screen daily. Teenagers are spending 9 hours. Now, if you check the number, it's like 1/3 of their life. If you track your child or your children and you see that they are spending a whooping 4, 5 hours, 6 hours daily on the screen, those children are passively, not like they are learning on the screen, not that they are trying to acquire a skill from the screen, but they are just spending time playing games, watching cartoons, listening to things, seeing some dance. Like everything they are doing is screen and screen and screen. They don't even have time to even interact with themselves, play with themselves, or doing things. If your child is spending a whooping 4 hours, they are spending like 1/3 of their life on the screen, and that is not correct at all. So in tracking your children's screen time, one other thing, after you have tracked the number of hours they spend on the screen, you have noted their peak screen time. I want you to also track the kind of content that they spend their time on. Okay, when I mean content, if it is cartoon, for instance, what kind of cartoons are they watching? What kind of videos are they seeing, right? Are they being exposed to all manner of things that you don't know about? Or when they spend their time on screen, what kind of, are they watching, learning, engaging with educative content? Let me give you an instance. Some children, right, which we are going to be learning, they use the screen, but they use the screen for majorly for education. The kind of, even the kind of cartoons they watch are the kind of cartoons that educate their mind, right? Okay, is he a child who is watching PBS? PBS is more of education. They are teaching children later sounds, they are teaching children words, new vocabularies, how to spell, how to read. Children are watching what do they call it? Superbook. Superbook is a cartoon channel that teaches children about Bible stories and Bible characters. Okay, the children who watch Najo Wide, the kids Najo Wide, those they are learning about animals. There is this other cartoon that is about science. Or children now spending time learning coding, learning this. So I want you to all just take your time and observe. Think, ask them their names of the names of cartoons that they watch, or just pay attention. Let them tell you what do they learn in each of them. So no, are they watching more of entertainment cartoons, or are they watching more of entertainment videos, or are your children even the type of children who also watch home videos? Nollywood, all of those adult, are they exposed to adult content? Are they watching things you don't know about? Are your children exposed to YouTube, not YouTube Kids, but YouTube, browsing everything they see on the internet? So you want to pay attention to that, know what kind of content they are using. So please, you're going to do this today. That's the task for today. Pick up your journal again, pick up your notepad again, and write your child's age. Now, is your child even meeting the statistics? What research said that children less than 0, less than 2 should have 0 screen time? If it's not meeting, let us know. Okay, so just take it down that way. That's your task for today. Please make sure that you do your task, and then see you tomorrow on day 4.